Welcome back to the Woven Well podcast. Now, we talk a lot about topics like fertility awareness methods, natural family planning, natural fertility topics, all these ways of empowering women to understand better their own reproductive health, their cycles, and how to be participants in all of that together. But one of the things that I've discovered over the years is that when women get started with this for the first time, they encounter something that is pretty universal, and that is being in the frustration zone. Okay, so several years ago, probably about 2 years ago, I was looking through Instagram and came upon a reel by the child psychologist, Dr. Becky. I think she's a psychologist. She may be a psychiatrist, but I think it's psychologist. Dr. Becky, and she's with the organization Good Inside. And I don't know a ton about her, but I watched a video of her speaking to a group of college students, and she was in front of a whiteboard and she was drawing it out so everybody could understand. She said that when you begin learning something, you start out on one side of the board and you think a certain way, you feel a certain way, and you feel pretty comfortable there. And so she drew a little image there. And then she said, when you want to learn something, you're trying to get to the other side of the board. She drew a little circle there and said that the process from getting where you all are now with what you understand, with how confident you feel, those kind of things, to where you want to be, what you want to understand, what you want to achieve, that sort of thing. The in between is the frustration zone. And the reason it's the frustration zone is because it is all over the place. You cannot get from one place to the next without any struggle or concern or doubt or frustration. And so that path is always going to be involved. But this process is also incredibly empowering when you're not making the choice to get somewhere new, but you find yourself in the middle of it anyway. So I wanted to do an episode just really briefly to talk about that experience, because there are some people who right out of the gate say, hey, I want to learn this new thing. I want to learn the Creighton model system. I want to understand my cervical fluid and how it helps me understand my cycles and my fertility. I want to naturally plan my family. I want to work with a restorative, reproductive medical physician, right? They know their goal and they're working toward that point. But I think maybe more often than that situation is one where somebody finds themselves very frustrated with how things are. So they go to their OBGYN and they leave feeling dissatisfied and unheard and ill at ease. Or they are taking their birth control every morning and they just feel kind of a disquiet about that, or maybe a little bit restless in the process, like just kind of this doubt. Either in their mind or their soul about, is this really the best option for me? Is this really what I ought to be doing right now? Maybe they are trying to conceive a pregnancy and they're doing what they think they're supposed to be doing, but they're unsure about timing or specifics or how to know if this is correct or not. And the vast amount of information out there, just feels like an ocean of information, is very overwhelming, and they feel overwhelmed. They feel powerless. They feel stuck, and the pressure is on them. Each one of these situations, and many others, I mean, we could talk about women who aren't having cycles and they're wondering why that isn't happening. And they're frustrated by the fact that their doctor is saying, as long as you're not trying to get pregnant, it's okay, right? All of these scenarios and many more have the common denominator of frustration or restlessness or doubt, or just that sense that something is not the way that it should be. And I think that understanding that concept of the frustration zone is very empowering, because then you can know, okay, I'm in the middle of this season of frustration, which means I'm moving towards a destination. So the term that Dr. Becky uses, she changes it from the frustration zone to the learning zone. And understanding that frustration is always going to be a part of the learning process. So, women, when they find themselves frustrated with birth control, frustrated with their local physician, frustrated with their lack of cycles, frustrated with fill in the blank when it comes to women's health and fertility, they can actually reframe that to think about it as, oh, I'm in the learning zone. Like I'm moving somewhere. I'm thinking differently about something than I have before. And that could be just in your own personal life and experience, but it could also be maybe you're thinking differently than the status quo. And this isn't necessarily a bad thing. You can be in the learning zone, and remember, it's going to be all over the place. So you may try out different things, you may talk to different experts, you may research different things before you find where you're going to end up on the other side, the destination. But being in the learning zone is so important to understand it, but to also really try to thrive there and embrace the process. Like, okay, I'm learning something, I'm heading somewhere. This is not a bad thing. Just because I'm frustrated or just because I have doubt about the process, I can actually see this as a positive experience because I'm headed somewhere different. Now, if you just stayed in the frustration, if you never got to the other side, that would be a bad thing. So if you felt like you were working with a physician that always treated you with disrespect and you felt frustrated about that, but it never changed, yeah, a wrong is being committed there, right? We never want women to be in an experience where they are disrespected or unheard or belittled, devalued in any way. So you always want to make progress there. But understanding that frustration is going to be a part of the process can be really empowering and relieving, I think. Okay, now the other side that I mentioned in the beginning of wanting to go to an end destination, to start out in the beginning saying, I want to find a restorative reproductive physician, or I want to use natural family planning for my fertility decisions, or I want to get to the root cause of why I'm not having a period. Okay, those are just examples. But when you have that specific goal, then you can go ahead and anticipate from the start that you are going to have to walk through that learning zone to get to the other side. So there will be frustration. There will be feelings of overwhelm at some point. There may be a little bit of doubt in your ability to do it. This is why I think it's so important that you work with an experienced, qualified guide to get you from the beginning to the end point. Someone who knows the fact that it is going to be a wild ride in between. Someone who knows how to handle the frustration or feelings of being overwhelmed or the doubt that creeps in a lot of times. Because what I see in my work as a fertility care practitioner is somebody can come in feeling really confident. Like, this is something I want to do. I want to learn the Creighton model system. Here are all my reasons why. Maybe it's because they don't want to take birth control. Maybe it's because they want to get to the root cause of their reproductive health issues. Maybe it's because it's something that is within line with their faith and they feel like that honors the way that God designed their bodies. There are lots of different reasons why someone would be interested in using the Creighton system, but whatever their reason is, they're coming and saying, okay, I want to do this, and this is my end goal. So they're going to start that process, but with the support of a guide that knows how that goes and can actually prevent them from hitting some of the pitfalls, some of the harder detours that they can take, and can also be their cheerleader along the way. Not in just a general, you can do it sort of way, but in a very specific, like, okay, here are the ways that this is already coming naturally to you. Here are the ways that you're really rocking it, even if you didn't recognize it. And then here are the ways that maybe it's a little bit harder than you expected. We're going to establish a game plan to directly address each one of those issues. So if you come in concerned like, hey, I'm a nurse, I work at the hospital, I work night shifts, I really want to do this, but I have no idea how I'm actually practically going to be able to do it. Hey, you work with a practitioner who has worked with dozens of other women who are nurses working in a hospital a night shift, okay? So here's how you can handle that. Here are going to be the struggles from the very beginning, and here are things that have worked for other women. Here are ways that we can play around with it a little bit, experiment to find what works for you specifically. And it is so empowering and so helpful to know that you have a guide and you can create a game plan so that you can be successful with it. You're still going to have moments of frustration and overwhelm and doubt, but they're never going to be so much that you go back to the beginning. You don't have that success and that accomplishment of making it to the other side of the learning zone. And I want that to be a priority for every woman. I never want you to feel stuck, feel burdened, feel intimidated to the point where you are unable to get to the place that you really want to go. I think that this is especially common in the area of women's health and fertility. I think that we feel like, gosh, other people know better than me, or I don't have a lot of experience here, or I'm not really exactly sure what I should be doing. Yeah, that's okay. A lot of people are starting out in the exact same place that you are. In fact, when I have an introductory session, which is the first class that I want any woman ever who's working with me to start with, when I have an introductory session, one of the things I say, at least in the first half, but usually the first 10 minutes or so, is that everybody here is starting from the same place. You could be a medical doctor and you are still going to start in the same place as everybody else because nobody has done this particular method before. And most people aren't even familiar with their reproductive biomarkers. So it's an encouragement to know that I'm prepared. I'm trained to take you from zero information and help you get all the way to the other side where you are confident that you were able to navigate your own reproductive cycles, that you were able to work with the right medical team to get to the root cause of any issues or symptoms that you may be experiencing, that you're going to feel dignified in the process, that you're going to feel empowered, like you are going to get to that other side with a lot less frustration and overwhelm and doubt than you would have otherwise. And it is my honor and privilege to be a part of that process because I want to see you succeed. So we do have introductory sessions every month. So if that's the kind of thing that you want to learn more about and just kind of dip your toes in to see if you're ready to enter into the learning zone, it's a safe place to do that too. We have people who come and listen. We have those who are already ready to get to the other side. But that journey can be started by absolutely anyone. I really believe that you can be successful with this. I have seen it happen. I've seen people that totally doubted their ability to do it. And, just a couple months later, they're like, man, I'm so glad that I took that step, that I actually did it. So if you have questions about what it is to start natural family planning or fertility awareness methods or the Creighton model system specifically, which is what we teach behind the scenes at Woven Natural Fertility Care, there are so many episodes in our podcast that are specifically for you. So I encourage you to scroll through past episodes and find whatever may kind of touch on an interest or a concern for you. So if there is an area of frustration, look through our episodes and find the ones that are talking about that area of frustration because you're going to get empowering information either from myself or some other experts that we've brought in that may be a little more trained or have a little more expertise in that area too. So we're going to make sure that we cover that for you. You can do it. I have all the faith in the world in you. And I really believe that a process like this, not only is it empowering to you on a personal level, but I think that there are a lot of spiritual benefits to doing this as well. Like, I really believe that a lot of times when someone gets started crossing the learning zone, it's because they have felt this restlessness and this maybe under the surface invitation from God to get started. If you have ever felt like maybe the way your body was designed doesn't make sense, or it couldn't make sense, or maybe you feel like this nagging interest in understanding your cycles a little bit more, or just wanting to know when your next period is going to start, or being curious about your body and about your reproductive health, specifically about your fertility, and feeling a little bit dissatisfied with the fact that there's not a lot of information about out there about that. When we think about schools or churches and you're not getting that, I think that maybe that could be the Lord's invitation to learn a little bit more about your specific design as a woman. It is a beautiful design. It is a purposeful design. And I really feel like the more we learn about our creation, the more intimately we can encounter our Creator. Because we are not designed without purpose. We are not randomly put together, but everything about our design is designed to point us back to God. And so the more we can discover about that and actually end up participating in that process, the more we are naturally inclined to be prayerful about it, to discern with God what next steps are, whether that be for health side of things or the fertility side of things. And the more naturally inclined we are to welcome God in the process and to seek God out in this area of our lives. So I really believe that the learning zone can be fruitful. It's intimidating, and you may find yourself in the middle of it without realizing that you are in the learning zone. But Dr. Becky's example was just so helpful for me. And I hope that it's encouraging and even empowering to you as well. As always, thanks for listening as we continue to explore together what it means to be woven well.